Hi, this is Chris Wilkie with the bourbonmaster.com blog and part of the Indiana Barrel Select Club. So you've landed on this page, and I know you're trying to figure out why in the world do I want to subscribe to this. So what you're going to find are 7 different options of subscriptions. And these are going to range from your bourbon newbie to your bourbon master and everything in between. And you can take a look for yourself and see all the different perks along the way. Each level is going to have something a little bit different, but basically what this is it's a private community of people in the state of Indiana or Illinois, Michigan, Ohio, Kentucky that want to be able to, number one, go in together to get a barrel select at some distilleries. So we're going to partner with a local liquor store. You're going to get the option to reserve a bottle and then go to that store to purchase it. So you get some kind of tier priority based upon the levels you're in. If you're up in the top tiers, you may even get to go on the tasting with me and the other people that are responsible for this group, and you get to maybe pick your own barrel of bourbon that's going to be bottled and put into a liquor store. So that's kind of cool. But I think the real key of this is a lot of the bourbon Facebook groups or communities out there are all focused on how can you find the allocated bottles. I don't really care about that. What we're going to do instead in this community is we're going to focus on bottles and barrels and different things you can actually go and get. So if you want to go, I had a Hugh Hamer that's one of the first videos in this account, and you're going to hear me talk about it was a double oaked that was bought by Crown Liquors out of Indianapolis, and I give you my review. So it's been a $60 bottle of bourbon, and I'm going to give you my rundown. Now, you're not going to find that in all of your high-end bourbon blogs and video YouTube channels. This is very local, very focused. That's why it's called the Indiana Barrel Select Club. Anybody that gets into it gets access to this content. As you go up in tiers, you may get something like a little tasting glass, some stickers, t-shirts, a flask, a Yeti tumbler, different things throughout. You get to vote on which bourbon I taste next and go buy. So you may be wondering what the money is going to be used for. Well, a few different things. Number one, as you can see, I'm sitting in my office right now, and really all I have behind me is my Lambeau Field poster and my share of stock for the Green Bay Packers. It's going to help me build a little bit of a studio here. So that's kind of number one. Number two, it's going to help fund the bourbon. Number three, once I can get enough money to secure a barrel of bourbon with a liquor store, that's when the first initial barrel pick is going to happen. So I think I need about 100 to 150 subscribers here, patrons, in order to make that happen. And once we get that going, then we're going to continually grow and give those options out. So what you're going to find live streams, you're going to find videos, you're going to find blog content. You're going to find a lot of very personalized, energetic, and honest reviews of things. I'm not getting paid to tell you that my Hugh Hamer I had was a little bit on the oaky side. I really could care less. I'm going to taste it, and if I like it, great, and if I don't, fine. But you're going to get my honest opinions, and it's not going to be somebody that's highfalutin. I'm just not. I drink bourbon because I like the taste of bourbon, and I'm going to give you my perspectives. I may like everything. I may hate it. You never know. I'm not going to sit here and lie and go, oh yes, this is a great product. You're going to see an Eagle Rare video I did. Say it's great for the price point, but don't pay any more. Those are the kinds of tips and tricks I'm going to be giving you. And you're also going to find me giving you some real good, I'm kind of a cheapskate, so where can I find a good way to get a good pour of bourbon? So like if you're watching the end of this video, here's a free tip. Try your local fraternal organizations, Eagles, Elks, Moose. I know tonight I can walk up to my local Elks Lodge and I can get a pour of Four Roses single barrel or small batch for like $4. You can try some of the bourbons that way. That's just one tip I'll give you, and I'll continue to give you more and more tips and tricks throughout here. So, are you interested? If so, subscribe to one of the tiers below and let me know. Shoot me a comment of what brought you into this club and tell me what kind of distillery you want to see first when we do our barrel pick. I'm kind of leaning towards a nice new riff first or a nice old Hamer, but I'm open for ideas. So if you have an idea and want to shoot it my way, that's what this community is for. And if you have a bottle I need to try or you're a distillery and you want me to get hands on your stuff, let me know. I'm going to be personable, I'm going to be honest, and I'm going to be here to try to help you enjoy the world of bourbon to the best of your ability.